Hey, what's up YouTube? Elite Battlegrounds here, and today we're bringing you Mike's first place Burning Abyss deck profile. He went 4-0 at locals today, so you want to show us, Mike?
Alright, so first the obvious stuff, 3 tour guides, 3 graph, 3 seal, 3 scarm.
Not bad.
That's the standard core of the Burning Abyss. Then the iffy cards. I played 2 Libic. He's a good out to, like, if anybody still plays Ojama Trio for some reason, or when you make a Dark Claw or something, you can still keep going off with this.
He's good with Flying C too.
Flying C, anything like that, yep. 2 Farfus, just a generic out to anything else. And 2 Rubiks.
Why not 3?
I play 2 because I only play 2 Virgils. I don't see the third being useful. Most of the time I'd rather have somebody else in hand rather than another Rubik, since all he does is special summon himself. He doesn't have any other effect. Still play the 1 Lich, just in case you have to make an Astagon. And if you want him gone, you just attach him, negate his own effect, and make it down to that, so he doesn't burn him. There's a lot of Necros around now, so 2 Veilers named, just to stop Trish, stop Brio, stop anything else. And it lets you drop BLS easier.
Nice, and I'll tell you, I experienced that firsthand.
Turn 2, BLS. Then onto the spells, 3 MST. I prefer more Raigeki Break because there's no cost. Sometimes your hand is dead, you don't want to discard. Got the 2 mass changes because Dark Claw is pretty good.
So I heard.
Yeah, he's decent. 2 Econs. If you get the odd Teller Knight matchup, you can make a diamond over theirs, or it's good in the mirror match, it's good against any rogue or anything. Triggers your Dantes, triggers your Burning Abyss.
Do you side that out versus Necros?
Usually yes. 1 Foolish, just becomes any Burning Abyss you want it to. And as always, Raigeki, just to clear any problem cards, get out of a Gen Lock, whatever you need. And on to the traps. Since every deck searches this meta, 3 Mind Crush is a must. And if you want to keep shutting down Necros, 3 Emptiness, also a must. And then we got discard outlets, more discard outlets. The Wing Blasts are good in any matchup basically. Usually side 1 out for Necros, it's not that good there, but Divine Wrath definitely stops a lot of Necros plays. You can stop a Brio search, you can stop effects on the field or anything. And trigger your own effects. And then just the 1 Fire Lake.
Why only 1?
I find running more than 1 is cloggy. You don't want to open with multiple copies of it, and many times it's just dead. Like, keeping a field of 2 Burning Abyss is kind of difficult in this meta right now.
So I noticed you mentioned Necros and Rogue a lot, but what did you main for Cliffort? Because that's still a prevalent
Well, yeah,
deck.
Klee is still the same thing. The Fire Lake, the MSTs stop Klee, and Mind Crushes stop them. Raigeki if you get real behind. Econ does a little bit against that deck too. You can take their beaters and hit them back with it. So,
Side deck or extra deck?
and onto the side, I guess. So more Necros hate. 2 Vanity Fiends. Stops them from special summoning, just more emptinesses. 2 Lanceas. Stops them from trishing you. Also a light, so it's a target for BLS. And it works against Ritual Beasts or anything else that banishes. 2 Twisters, because weasels are a thing. And lots of Floodgates, so you want to get rid of those. Good against Klee as well. Snatch Steal, good against Klee. Takes their big beaters, uses it back on them. And 2 Dark Holes. Gets you out of Gen Lock, clears the field of anything you don't like. If your tour guide gets stunned, clear off your own field. And some traps. Mistake, again, Necros.
I've seen some Burning Abyss decks main Mistake. Do you not like it in the main, or?
I don't like it in the main because it locks you out of special summoning because it's a continuous spell, so you can't just keep going off, and it stops Scarm searches. Because now I think the way to play BA now is just manage your resources really well, so you want Scarm going off all the time, and Mistake just stops that. More back row hate, 3 Fairy Winds, just in case you get floodgated or against clear or anything, and a 2nd copy of Fire Lake, just in case you need even more back row hate.
Not bad. Alright, and finally the extra deck.
So, the obvious, 3 Dantes, and 2 Virgils.
Is that a Black Rose I see?
Yep. There's the standard Burning Abyss extra deck, and then there's a Black Rose.
Why is there a Black Rose?
You can make it if you get really far behind against the other Klee or Necros. You make it off of a Virgil plus a Veiler, or a Dark Law and a Veiler, either way. It's situational, but sometimes you'll get locked in a situation where all you can do is Seer and Dante loop. So at a certain point, you can just cut that off and like get a Virgil out instead of your Seer, instead of your Dante, then summon a Veiler and blow up the field.
It's interesting. I like it.
Then we got some rank 3s. Got Alucard, Giga Brilliant, Nightmare Shark, Acid Golem, Zen Mains, Mech-Whipped. Those are for the rank 3s. Then we got Double Downerd and a Dark Law.
You should explain the Mech-Whipped.
Well, yeah. The Mech-Whipped is good in this meta specifically because it gets around a Valken hand. Because if you attack with Mech-Whipped and they activate Valk, you can chain his effect, switch him to defense, attack doesn't get negated, so you don't end your battle phase. And the other thing is, if you have, let's say, Farfa Graph under him, if they make like a Brio or something against Necroz, you can just chain his effect, detach the Farfa, banish the Brio, and you're safe for a turn. Just Mech-Whipped is overall pretty versatile right now.
All right. Well, thanks, Mike. We'll be back next week with another deck profile. Elite Battlegrounds signing out.